So we're going to review adding and subtracting fractions. And if you hear little feet, it's Luna walking around, hanging out with me. So we've already learned this before. It should be nothing new. This is just going to be a review. So when you do your independent practice, you have an idea of what we did. So we're gonna start with addition first, and then we're gonna do subtraction. And if I remember correctly, I think I told you guys not to add or subtract fractions when the denominator is not the same. So I notice I have an 8 and then I have a 3. So I'm going to list the multiples that they have in common. And if you already know by remembering and memorization of fractions, you don't have to do this step. You can skip it, but I'm going over it. So for people that don't remember, we can do it together. So I'm going to think to myself, I'm going to multiply 8 with all the numbers, 3 with all the numbers, and then see which one matches, and if I find a match. So I know 8 times 1 is going to be 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 3 is 24. 4 is 32. And 8 times 5 is 40. I like to stop at 5 because normally by that time, if you are able, you will find a match. Now, the next one's going to be 3, so it's going to be 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3, 9, 4, 12, 5, 15. Well, unfortunately, I did not find a match, so it means one of two things. I can either keep going with the 8 or keep going with the 3. I'm not going to go with the 8 though, because if I keep going higher, I'm not going to find a match because my numbers are lower for my 3. So I'm going to keep going with my 3. 3 times 6, 18. 3 times 7 is 21. And 3 times 8 is 24. Well, look at that. Found a match. And it's going to be 24. So let me find another color. So I'm going to change all of my denominators to 24. So I have 24. And 24. But how did I get there? Well, I need to ask myself, what did I multiply 8 with to get to 24? Instead of me sitting here counting and not figuring out my numbers, I already did all the work. All I gotta do is just count 1, 2, 3. Well, I know 8 times 3 is 24, and whatever I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top. So 3 times 3 is 9. Same thing, 3, I can sit here and count and try to remember what I multiplied. 2 things, you did the work here, all you have to do is count. And if you're changing the denominators to a number that they're both equal to or the same, you already did the work over here. So what's the opposite? 3 times 8. What do I do to the bottom? I do to the top. 2 times 8, 16. Now can I add them? Yep, they have the same denominator. So I know I don't touch my denominators when I'm adding fractions. And then I'm going to do 9 plus 16. You can use your fingers or you can do the work off to the side. I know it's 25 and there's one answer. Now remember, I can have an answer as a fraction greater than 1 or a mixed number. But on your independent practice, you're gonna have to give it to me as a fraction greater than 1 because the computer won't let me see it any other way unless I find a way, and then I'll let you guys know. But if not, I want it like this. But for the sake of reviewing, we're going to review how to change it from a fraction greater than 1 to a mixed number. So I know I need to take out the whole, and so I'm going to take it out. I know a whole in this fraction looks like 24 over 24, and I know I'm going to need to subtract. 25 minus 24 is 1. 24 minus 24, well, it's going to stay the same, and then I have 1 left over. It is 1 and 1/24. Whoa, Luna. So there's addition. Now let's go ahead and go into subtraction. Hi, Loons. You hanging out? I wish I could show you. So we're gonna do subtraction. So I'm just gonna think of a number off the top of my head. I have 5 over 6 minus 1/2. Same idea. I cannot subtract fractions when they do not have the same denominators. So I can list them, or if you already know, which I'm going to show you how to do it that way, you can just go ahead and do it. So I know 6 and 2 both have a number in common, and I'm going to pick the smallest number that they have in common, which is going to be 6. So that means I don't need to switch my 5 over 6. I just need to switch this one. So I'm just going to write it over here. 2 times what gives me 6? Well, that's 3. 3 times 1 is 3. When I subtract 5 minus 3, 2. 6 minus 6, cannot do that. I'm just going to leave it like that. And it is 6. So there is my answer. I don't need to change anything. That's my final answer. Now, numbers can have other denominators as well. Like this could have been switched to 12 or 18, 24, any number that they both can go in common. Make sure you list them out if you don't remember your facts. All right? Other than that, you guys have practice. I think I'm giving you like 3 to 4 different questions, and then on Friday, which is tomorrow, you guys are going to do a lesson that goes along with adding and subtracting fractions. All right? Stay safe. Missed you guys so much. Hopefully we see you soon. And I wish I could show you Luna, but you guys are on a tripod and I can't do it. But bye guys.